So once you have found some potential directions that you might take your project, that's when you pitch your idea to us, to the group. This is the point at which you'll be asked to define your project just enough to pitch it. Your pitch should introduce your project's general topic to us, provide a rationale for your topic and approach, and offer possible source materials and a brief description of what the finished project might look like. Of course, your plans are likely to change as you continue your research and collect media. Even so, the pitch is an important step in project planning, readying you for the next step, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But I want to talk a little bit more about the pitch because that's what's coming. We're preparing for this week. And we'll have some informal conversations on the subject. So, for example, you are beginning to explore memories of old ET. These are students that these are people who used to be students here, right? And it covers the duration of time that Texas A&M Commerce went under the name East Texas. Most recently, East Texas State University, before that, East Texas State College, East Texas Teachers College, East Texas Normal College, Normal being the name for schools that were schools for teachers, and that changed many decades ago. And I've heard from an education major that normal schools were schools that taught the normal subjects. I'm very intrigued by this. Normal subjects being geography and history and English and the reading, writing, and arithmetic, those kinds of things. A&M Commerce and had until the mid-50s a degree in teaching in the one-room schoolhouse and so forth. So think about what your pitch might be. What do you want to explore now that you've done some reading? Will your photo essay, for example, tell a story in a combination of text and images about what it may have been like for a student who worked on the farm to pay for their tuition and housing, as told by one of the gentlemen in Memories of Old E.T. Are you going to talk about, offer a glimpse into the choices that, or the things that brought one of our former students to college here? There's going to be a wealth of opportunity to retell a memoir through pictures, in part because your project will start in the digital collections, and maybe you find a story in the Memories of Old E.T. that really speaks to you, and you would really love to retell this person's story with some pictures. For example, let me go back to the student who came to college and paid for his college by working on the farm, and his day started at, I think, 5 when he was already out there at work and going to class and so forth. We can find in our student records, you're hearing my dog behind me, we can find in our student records images probably in the yearbooks, not all of which have been digitized, but which we can get access to by speaking to our university archivist, and ideally going into the university archives. But if that's not possible, speaking to our university archivist. We can also find in the digital collections, very likely, and if not there, then we can get access to images of what the farm may have looked like, and we could mix those with images of what the farm looks like now. It's a high-rise, and so we've got pictures of those in the digital collections, and we can create those elsewhere. We can also take pictures of the farm itself next to the president's house, right? So, if we don't have access to Commerce, we can talk about how to make such projects work, and I'll go through the discussion about some of the options in a moment. Move on to part 3 now. Thanks.